friends. We, the students of grade 7, are going to present a skit named Save Earth to Save Yourself.
Can I plant this somewhere? Wow, I'm proud of your son. Of course you can plant this in our garden, but remember to take good care of it. Thank you, Mother.
The boy plants the sapling in his garden and takes care of it. That night when the family was fast asleep, the boy woke up and saw some strong light coming in through his window. He got curious and immediately rushed to see what was happening. He noticed a space shuttle which was taking away some plants from his garden along with the newly planted sapling. The boy runs and sits quietly into the spaceship which was controlled by trees and was taken to a planet named Planetaria. The boy then enters a courtroom in Planetaria.
Oh my god, what is happening here? What is this big place which looks like a court, but instead of people, there are trees over here. And amazing, they are talking. Let me sit quietly and watch what's going on.
I am the big banyan tree. We have been able to rescue one more group of our kind in distress from planet Earth. Very soon, we will be able to rescue all.
Where am I and why am I here? I was very happy on Earth with all my friends.
It is our mission to rescue our fellow brothers from planet Earth where they are not cared for.
No, you're wrong. Plants are our best friends.
No, you are wrong. Humans are not our best friends. Humans have even harmed their Mother Earth. They have caused global warming, which has led to the drastic climate change. They have caused deforestation, which has led to soil erosion and floods. They are also the ones who are responsible for air pollution and making the air poisonous day by day. Humans are greedy and can go to any extent to fulfill their greed.
No, that is not how it is. Humans are realizing their mistakes and are trying to undo it.
Yes, I agree with you. To control pollution, humans have started driving smart cars, building greener homes, using alternative sources of fuel like solar energy, wind energy, and are even planting more trees.
Yes, I agree. Humans are changing. They have started conservation campaigns for forest, wildlife, and water.
Yes, humans are becoming aware that water is very important for us trees and saplings as well as for them and are putting equal efforts to save water. Yes, we do use non-toxic cleaning products as well as eco-friendly herbicides and pesticides. We are also making conscious effort to save water and keep the air clean every day. Oh great Banyan, I plead to you, give us one more chance. Do not take all these trees away from Earth, because if you take them away, we will die, as plants and humans are interdependent on each other.
Okay, after hearing you all, I feel like giving you another chance.
All the trees and plants which were taken away from Earth are returned back and the trees decide to continue the symbiotic relationship with humans.
Nature has enough to satisfy man's needs, but not his greed. Remember all, we have borrowed the earth from our future generations and not inherited it from our ancestors.
Save Earth, save the future.
Today's thought and work for the day is known as
The environment is in us, not outside us. The trees in our lungs, rivers are bloodstream. The word for the day is symbiosis. The synonym is harmonious and the antonym is disjoint. I repeat, the word for the day is symbiosis. The synonym is harmonious and the antonym is disjoint. Thank you.
At school, we have an eco club named Nature Nights that aims at infusing environment leadership at the school level, conducting value-based activities, raising awareness about e-waste, collecting and sending e-waste for recycling, observing and valuing the biodiversity that exists around us, and redesigning products that are environment friendly, conservation and judicial use of resources available like water, fossil fuels and electricity, campaigning about work segregation, and recycling biodegradable waste with the help of compost pit, biogas plant and finding ways to reduce the packaging waste. Encouraging students to observe the surrounding and be a petitioner for a cause. Getting close to nature and maintaining a healthy life balance through the intake of organically grown food. This noble mission attained great heights and the school received recognition for its quest at an award ceremony held on 24th February by Microsoft Create to Inspire School program. 40 schools participated in this program. Our school received certificates of excellence in all the categories.
Thank you.
By the students of NPS. I request our esteemed Principal Ma'am, Dr. Ritu Thaka, and our distinguished guest, Ms. J.S. Vanita, to kindly give away the certificates to the Nature Nights team. The team has been awarded Certificate of Environment Excellence for demonstrating the best use of creative expression, for best use of community outreach, and for best use of sustainable toolkit. We also received certificates for the collection of e-waste and completion of the award. Trophy to the Nature Nights team. At the state level, international level and school level. Nitya Atul Kulkarni of class 2 won at the state level, at the school level and at the international level. Shravan Sriram of class 3 has secured the state rank 1. Conducted by Habitude India. Thank you. A warm welcome to the eminent guests by giving away love given by the Art Club of NPS Impression.
And my dearest children, are you all very happy this morning? Yes. Is everyone happy? Yes. We all want you to be happy. Okay? Will you be happy today? Yes. That's nice. That's nice. So we enjoyed your program this morning. Your assembly was very good. And the skit was fantastic. It had a beautiful message. I wish this message will go into the minds of every child. That's very important. And it's just not awareness, I'm happy that your school has taken a lot of initiatives towards protecting the environment. And I believe that in the days to come that there will be a symbiotic relationship with nature and with the environment, so that man and nature will coexist peacefully. So I would like to just speak a few words. Will you listen, my dear children? Yes. I've got a small message for you. Please listen to me. Madam introduced me as a person who worked in the Northeast. I was there for 5 years in Northeast. And on one occasion I remember going to, I think even the teachers can sit, all the teachers are standing now. So when I was in the Northeast, I remember one occasion when I had to go to Arunachal Pradesh. Have you heard about Arunachal Pradesh? Yes. Okay, it's almost near China, but it's part of our country. Okay, so it was traveling to the Arunachal, wonderful. The journey was fantastic, climbing mountains, climbing down, and finally we reached this place. It's a very remote place, but a very beautiful place. So we had a lot of interaction with children, and shall I tell you something? The children were so vibrant, full of energy, but their classrooms were all bamboo huts. Everything was bamboo huts, but there was a lot of enthusiasm. So we stayed there for 2 days. On one side was the Siang River flowing just near the school, and then there were huge mountains. The school was nestled in the center. It was a wonderful experience. So after our 2 days, interaction with the kids, staying with them, talking with them, motivating them, when we were about to come, a little boy came to me and asked me a question. He said, "Sir, when you spoke, you said all of you have to be smart children. How do I want to really be a smart kid. How do I be a smart kid?" So I spoke to him, I talked to him, I gave him some tips, and we left Arunachal. And as I was climbing down the Arunachal mountains, this question was ringing, what it is actually to be a smart child, to be a smart student. Is it enough to be a student of NPS and still be smart? Or do we require some qualities to be smart? So I would like to just give you a small hint. And I'm sure this will be there in your mind throughout. I'll use the word smart to help you to understand how a student can be smart today. How? Because we are living in the world of smart. Everything is smart. If you don't have a smartphone today, people say that you are not smart. Everything is related with smartness, how smart you are. In my days, they said you have to work hard and work hard and work hard. But now they say you have to work smart. The word smart is the buzzword. Okay, the first letter in S is? The first letter in smart is? Yes, very good. To be a smart student, you have to be a specialist in impossibility. There's nothing that you cannot achieve, provided you have the will, the drive, the determination, the passion. And provided you are dedicated, provided you are determined, possibility. Nothing which is difficult for you should discourage you, number one. The second letter is? The second letter is? M. A smart student is one who makes small daily gains. He makes small daily gains. That's very, very important for a smart child. This is a mantra of life. One word was introduced to you. Am I right? What was that word? Smart. No. The word for the day. Symbiosis. Very good. Symbiosis. So just imagine you learn every day 5 words in English. What happens in a month? What happens in a year? What happens over a period of 5 years? Okay? People will, after 10 years, they will say, wow, not just one student will get a prize in International Olympics in English. Probably every child in NPS will get a prize because you are making small daily gains. Small daily gains lead to giant results over a lifetime. Small daily gains lead to giant results over a lifetime. Little drops of water, they say, make a mighty ocean. Okay, so start doing things every day. Concentrate, focus. Focus plus daily improvement plus time equals genius. Okay, so make small daily gains. The third letter is Ye. The third letter is Ye. Ye is your attitude. It is a proven fact today that all that matters is not even your aptitude, but your attitude. What kind of an attitude that you have? Children, I wish, I pray, and I appeal to all of you that you develop a positive attitude towards life. Learn to see the positives of life. Learn to appreciate the positives of life, and life will become very interesting and very fascinating. And you will become a very positive person, and there will be a positive energy, flowing from you. I wish everyone will have the positive attitude to see the brighter sides of life. Okay, that is attitude. And next letter is I wish every child will become an ardent reader who will relish reading. Today children have lost the joy of reading. When we were kids, we never had TV, we never had smartphones, we never had video games. We had nothing else to do. All that we had to do was to just play and read. Okay, we had discovered the joy of books. Unfortunately, the present generation is moving away from the books. I wish all of you will read. Will you read? Yes. Read more and more and more. And reading makes a man. Reading makes a man. Reading maketh a man. That's what Bacon said. Okay? And a great poet called Robert Saleh, this is what he has to say. Please listen, my dear children. This is what he has to say about reading. He says, my never failing friends, about books, my never failing friends are they with whom I converse day by day. Your friends may forsake you, but never your books. So invest in books and invest your time in reading books. And books will give you wings. Books will give you wings and you can soar up and hit the skies. Okay, the last letter is T. Very good. I'm very happy that all of you are attentive. All of you are attentive. The letter T. T stands for turning wounds into wisdom. Turning wounds into wisdom. Sometimes it happens in life. Failures do happen. Problems do occur. Challenges are there. Everyone had challenges. Okay? But then I have a lot of examples to say, but I don't have time. But anyway, learn to turn your wounds into wisdom. That's very, very important. If you are able to turn your wounds into wisdom, this world is yours. And never be bogged down by any difficulty or by any failures or difficulties. So this is what I have to talk about smartness. S is specialist in possibility. M is making small daily gains. A is attitude. R is reading. Very good. T is turning wounds into wisdom. So keep a note of this, and I wish that all of you will become smart children. Will you? Yeah. How many of you want to be a smart child? Come on, raise your hand. That's great. That's wonderful. Ma'am, everyone is a smart child in your school. I wish all of you all the best, and I thank the principal, the teachers, the management for this wonderful opportunity of coming and meeting you all. And I'm sure this whole day is going to be a day of learning. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am, for being with us today. Ma'am, we would now request you to kindly come and say a few words.
Mr. Kumar will be with me the whole of today, and all the wonderful teachers. A little word to the teachers. I think we hold and shoulder great responsibilities. The wonderful babies you have in front of you are the ones whom you're going to groom for tomorrow. I'd just like to share one thought with you. Basically, being from Bangalore for a very long time, I got this opportunity to work in a district school in Karnataka. And after I was posted there, I also had the chance to visit many schools across the state. And if you know, our state is a semi-arid state, slightly a dry state, where water is not available in plenty, farming does not happen, agriculture is still on a low scale, except in water-based areas. But one thing let me tell you, India's population is brimming, children all over, schools all over. But I had the chance to visit many schools across right up to Bidar, a small district right up in Karnataka, the northernmost part. But children, let me tell you, the umpteen opportunities all of you are blessed with. You are blessed with so many opportunities in learning. The facilities that you have, wonderful teachers who are here to train you and to guide you, a principal who heads this institution, who has a great vision for you, and the entire management that supports this. Many of them are deprived of this. They don't even know what it is to even have a nice, happy day at school. Sir just this morning said, all of you, and today let's have a lovely day. Wherever we come, we want to see the cheer and laughter in everyone. But children across our very own state have been deprived of all of this. But children, let me just tell you, learn to say a thank you each morning for all that you have received the previous day. Begin each new day for the grace to continue the complete day and do everything that is there in your hands willfully and with that desire to do it. So get that burning flame of desire in you. You want to do something, achieve, ask, come forward. Your teachers are ever present there. So at this, I'd just like to tell the teachers, you are wonderful people with wonderful blessings here. Please give your best to these children, that tomorrow, as you teach, please teach them some values that they may go out and share with the entire humanity that is there around, where people really need it more than all of us here who are truly blessed with it. This morning's assembly, I must mention, was a nice gesture. And I think, children, we need to keep this world beautiful, fresh, green and lovely, not just for us, but for the future generations too. And you know who's going to do that? It's you babies who are going to do it soon. So all of you be aware of it. You go back home, you spread that around in your apartments and places where you live, in your families. You'll never know where and how far it reaches. So certainly all of us will leave a little mark in this little life that God has blessed us with. All of you to do well. My blessings to each and every one of you. Continue to do well. God bless to all of you. Good day.
National anthem begins.
Of the axis, x and y axis. The general arrangement would be how, children? Would you move the axis to the center, dividing into 4 equal quadrants? Yes. May I see that on your table?
More slightly. Don't press it. Come on. Put it on the side properly. Done? Have you got equal quadrants? Fine. Alright. Yes, Harshit. Could you name the quadrants, please? What is the name given to these 4 quadrants? I think Harshit is answering to it.
First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth
First, second, third, and fourth quadrant. Fine. Alright. Sit down. Could you give me the signs, somebody? Akansha there. Could you give me the signs of the first quadrant? Plus and plus. Alright. Now with plus and plus points around in the first quadrant, could you please locate me the point of intersection where x is 2 and y is 3. You have these pegs there, the blue pegs. Pick it to the point where you find the plot A, where x is plus 2 and y is plus 3. Plus 2 plus 3. Keep your quadrants in equal distance here. Alright. Now let me know of the 4 quadrants that you have. Navya, where do I find the first quadrant on the kit?
and the upper right.
Is it this? Is it this? Rishya, is this the first quadrant? Yes. Do you agree with her? I do not know. Is the first quadrant?
Yes.
Okay. So the first quadrant, can I see the pegs on 2 and 2 only? I do not want 2 and now what makes you differentiate between the signs of x and x dash?
X dash
stands for minus x.
Is my negative on the minus this side? And this side you get the positive? Fine. What about the y coordinate? You call that as coordinate also? Answering y mass answers. Ayush.
Y coordinate is negative.
So it is minus and minus. Do you agree with me?
Yes, minus and plus. No, no, minus and plus.
Let him answer, children. Why are you prompting? Two and 3. Alright. Now I feel I'll just give you a random question and I want you to show me the graph. Right? You are framing a question on relation between the two given terms here, x and 4x. What is the relation you identify between them, x and 4x? Yes, sir.
Okay. So good morning, children.
Good morning, sir.
So you are happy with this? So you are happy with the class? You can understand maths?
Yes, sir.
How many of you really enjoy maths? All of you enjoy maths?
Yes, sir.
What's the reason? Be honest.
So the teacher teaches in a very interesting way. So
Okay, she teaches in a very interesting way.
So you don't need to mug up class, you just need to understand.
You need to understand. That's good. Okay, anything else? Anything else? Yeah. What's your good name? Huh? Yeah, Tanuja has struck the right point. You need to understand maths. Okay? So once you understand maths, things fall in place and you really enjoy it. Am I right? And when you work out maths and when you get your problem solved, when you get your solutions, you feel motivated, reinforced to do more. That is one blessing of maths, right? It can give you a lot of joy. So I have the joy and enjoy doing maths and understand it. That is the key word, key point. Understand maths. In case you are not able to understand it, ask questions. A good student is one who asks questions. Okay? A good student, a smart student is also, you can add a little more. A smart student is also one who questions. Okay? Only when you question, then your problems, your difficulties are addressed. So never hesitate at any point of time to ask questions. And I'm also very happy that you have an activity-based class where you are learning and doing and good, appreciable. I only wish that this will be the same, same atmosphere every day, each
Yes,
day.
sir. They have for every chapter they have activities. Generally they go to the lab, but today they are here.
Good, good. Keep it up. All the best to all of you. All the best to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Always
Good morning, ma'am.
very good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Children, please be seated. We are doing a chapter called Some Facts About Magnets, and here we are talking about the properties of a magnet. The first property of a magnet is the strength of a magnet is maximum at its ends. The ends of the magnet are called the poles. This is a magnet, a bar magnet, as we have learnt already previously. This bar magnet has a north pole marked with a dot. When I am putting a clip, this is made out of steel. Can you tell me the name of the magnetic substances we have learnt? Yes, Dilpreet.
Iron, nickel, cobalt, steel.
So this is a clip made out of steel. Because the poles have maximum strength at its poles, the magnet is going to be able to attract the clip at its pole. So it is the south pole, it is getting attracted, and the opposite side is the north pole, it is getting attracted. Now when I am putting it along the center, the force of attraction is really nil. The poles of a magnet are going to have the maximum strength of a magnet. The next property is, when you have a freely suspended magnet, it is always going to point in the north-south direction. This property is widely used by mariners or by navigators to decipher direction. If you are lost in wilderness or if you are navigating a plane, you don't know in which direction you are going, so you use a magnetic compass. It always points in the north-south direction. And you can see it freely suspended. This similar thing I can show with the help of a bar magnet. A bar magnet I have suspended with the help of a thread. So whenever I am keeping it freely suspended, the bar magnet points in the north-south direction. The next property of a magnet is like poles of a magnet will always repel and the unlike poles of a magnet will always attract. I have used this to make a toy. This is a card in which I have, with the help of a sellotape, I have put one magnet. The north pole of the magnet is here. The dot is showing the north pole. So I am going to keep this card free to move. It has plastic wheels. I have used plastic because plastic is a non-magnetic substance. So I have kept the magnets suspended with this. So when I am putting it on the table, this is the north, the dot, and this is the north of the magnet. So with the help of property of repulsion, you are able to move the card. So car is moving. So this is the repulsive property that I am demonstrating. No matter how hard you try to put these two bars together, they will not meet. There is a strong force here. Can you see? There is a strong force because of which no matter how hard I am trying to put the magnet close, it is repelling. But for the other side, it is attractive. Easily it is joined. Yes, this side is seen. The last property here is this one. Magnetic force can easily pass through non-magnetic substance. I am using a cardboard here. This is made out of paper. You know it's a non-magnetic substance. So initially when I am putting this pin, the pin is going No two poles of a magnet can be separated. So it's
Yes. This instead, it's also used in motors, televisions.
yes, that point is important. Yes, Jay.
Now they use the separation of magnetic substances and non-magnetic.
So in a scrapyard, you can separate magnetic substances and non-magnetic substances. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
You all happy?
Yes, sir.
You understood what is the functions of magnets,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the class?
Yes, sir.
You would like to play with magnets?
Yes, sir.
So give some projects now related with magnets. You will enjoy it. Okay? Bye. All the best.
Does this signify anything to you?
Christmas.
What is this?
Christmas tree. Snowman.
So it reminds you about something, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How did they share? Anything?
Ma'am, it says that in Christmas we make trees and decorate it.
We make trees and decorate it. Anything else, children? Yes, one is
It signifies the day of Christmas.
Christmas. What is the significance?
Now it tells you by mostly birth of Jesus now.
Birth of Jesus Christ. And who is he? Yes, please. Please be seated.
To me it signifies that we will sing songs about Christmas because of Christmas.
Okay. Yes, please.
Ma'am, we get gifts under the Christmas.
Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, Jesus was the founder of the Christian religion.
Christian religion and
Ma'am,
social studies. Your part, yes.
yes, ma'am, and Charles Dickens was like the founder of Christmas.
Charles Dickens was the founder of Christmas. In which way?
And whose books and plays.
Okay. Today we are going to do a story done by Charles Dickens. Already you know, I think your assembly you did it. Today we are going to do the text. So what does it mean? Carol. Anybody knows what is it? Yes?
Ma'am, carols are the songs sung for Jesus.
Yes. Previous night, Christmas Eve. Now we have a story today that a very old miser, Ebenezer Scrooge. Does it look like a miser? Old miser. See?
Yes, ma'am.
And anybody coming to it? Yeah, go ahead, please. We have the story of Ebenezer Scrooge, who has been miser. Do you know the meaning of miser? Anybody? Yes, Hashim?
Madam, a miser is a person who doesn't like to spend money and he feels that money is more precious than people.
Okay. This is an old miser and who was, please be seated, who was very much feeling lonely because he was alone from the people. Do they feel the yes? Ebenezer Scrooge, yes, his full name is Ebenezer Scrooge, who was, please be seated, who was feeling all lonely because there was nobody else. There was nobody else. He was very sad on the Christmas Eve. Now when you feel very and needy. Who is a needy people? Yes, Richard?
Now people got money, food, clothes and essential necessities.
Those who don't have essential things that we need. Now what happens after that? After that, Jacob Marley leaves and Ebenezer at the strike of 1 o'clock. What time told? He told 1 o'clock. Every 3 nights he will be visited by 3 ghosts. Okay? So, ghost of Christmas past. May I have the face, please? Face. Yes, please. Children, this is the ghost of Christmas past. I'm sorry for the picture I made. This is the best I could
ghost of Christmas past visits him. Now, Ebenezer, he asks, why are you here? And ghost of Christmas past tells him, does anybody have that chick? Who tells? Yes, ghost of Christmas past. What does it tell? Loudly, please.
I am here for your good. Come, it is time for us to leave.
Let them hear.
I am here for your good. Come, it is time for us to leave.
Okay, so what is it for? Yes, Vikas, please. What did he say?
Come for all the good times.
Sorry?
Come for all the good times.
Good times. Once again, you please read.
I am here for your good.
For your good. Something I am here for your betterment. Okay?
Come, it is time for us to leave.
He is taking him to a sort of time machine. You have heard about time machine? Anybody? Where people can sit and they can
Past and future.
Past and future. Now,
There is a lot of imagination. Literature, poetry, whatever you read, it's supposed to be a beautiful imagination. Let me tell you, this world is not made up of all the concrete and what we see around us. It's basically that imagination. So every writer, every poet, whoever express their thoughts and feelings of what they saw, what they imagined. So every time a teacher does a lesson or a poem, make sure you go run along with her, think along on the line she's thinking. And each time she goes through and she's reading, build a little picture for yourself. Build a little picture. She was talking about Christmas, she said Christmas carol, and then she says Christmas is a time of festivity, so much happening around, so much of joy. We're celebrating the birth of Christ, isn't it? So when all the festivities happening here, you have this crouching miser sitting there, or the by himself, he didn't want to part with his money, trying to hold himself. So you should get that picture in your mind. And let me tell you, each time you do that, you learn something along with it. A lesson is taught. So every portrait or a text that is done for you, you carry a little lesson. That's how you take a language class, and it's not just the grammar part. Basically, the literature is where you get to learn a lot, and grammar helps you build that vocabulary. So end of the day, when you speak, when you read the correct form of English. Okay? Very well done. Enjoy it. And these are the days and years in life where you get to read, learn, and understand. This morning, sir made a mention at the assembly, the R. What did the R stand for?
Reading.
I want all of you to do that reading, not just this what you're reading from your textbook. Make a little class library for yourself, all of you. Wonderful. So share the books. Each of you get to read more, plenty, and anything new that comes onto the stand, make sure you pick up a copy, bring a paperback edition, that will do, and you can share it with the class. Yeah? So school is fun, it's formal learning, so you learn a lot of things. So this is very much part of it. And so this morning he quoted so many people, didn't he? The few minutes that he spoke, well, what did he remember that? Be back.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
मैं आप लोग को जो भी कुछ पढ़ाने वाली हूँ उससे पहले मैं आपको कुछ आपके पुनर्भ्यास के लिए कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछूंगी, ठीक है? आप मुझे ये बताइए कि ये क्या है? कलम, ठीक है? तो ये क्या हो सकता है? संज्ञा हो सकती है, सर्वनाम हो सकता है, क्या है ये? ठीक है? अच्छा, इसको और क्या हो सकते हैं सर्वनाम में? यस? हाँ,
सफेद और नीली रंग का है।
ठीक है, आपने बोला सफेद और नीली रंग की ये क्या है? कलम है। तो इसकी क्या विशेषता क्या है? यस, अनिमेश?
नीली और सफेद।
इसका रंग कैसा है?
नीला और सफेद।
इसका क्या कार्य है? यस?
इसका लिखने का कार्य है।
यस, इससे हम क्या करते हैं? लिखते हैं। तो इसका सबसे पहले ये तो एक कलम है, और जो इसका रंग कौन सा है? नीला और सफेद। उसके बाद इसका कार्य क्या है? लिखना। तो इसकी क्या क्या विशेषता हुई? हाँ,
ये सफेद और नीली है।
यस,
इसका कार्य है लिखना।
यस, तो नीला और सफेद और इसका कार्य है लिखना। तो लिखना का कार्य इसका एक तरह से क्या हो जाएगी? इसकी विशेषता। तो मैं आज जो आपको पढ़ाने वाली हूँ, क्या पढ़ाने वाली हूँ? विशेषण। किसी भी कोई भी चीज संज्ञा सर्वनाम की जिस प्रकार से विशेषता करते हैं, उसे सामने प्रस्तुत करते हैं, उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? विशेषण। जो शब्द संज्ञा तथा सर्वनाम, ये क्या है? गाड़ी। अगर मैं बोलूंगी ये कार है, गाड़ी में कौन सी कार है? ये कार है। कार का रंग कैसा है? हरा। तो हरा क्या होगी इसकी? विशेषण। तो जो शब्द संज्ञा तथा सर्वनाम की विशेषता बताए उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? विशेषण। जैसे अगर मैं ये स्नेहा आप आइए और तो नेहा की विशेषता क्या हुई? अच्छी। उसकी लिखावट क्या हुई? अच्छी है, सुंदर है। उसका जो होमवर्क, उसका क्लास वर्क क्या होता है? बहुत ही सुंदर होता है। इसके बारे में बताइए। यस, भारद्वाज क्या है? बहुत ही होनहार बच्चा है, बहुत ही इंटेलिजेंट बच्चा है। तो होनहार क्या हो गया? विशेषता। भारद्वाज कैसा है? होनहार बच्चा। तो किसी भी व्यक्ति, वस्तु, स्थान, किसी भी प्रकार का जब हम विशेषता बताते हैं किसी के बारे में, वो क्या कहलाता है? विशेषण। तो आज मैं आपको क्या पढ़ाऊंगी? विशेषण। जो शब्द संज्ञा तथा सर्वनाम की से हम विशेषण कहते हैं।
एक दो चीज बोलिए, कारण बोलिए, आप लोग क्यों पूछ रहे हैं बोल के? बोलिए। ठीक है, बहुत अच्छी से पढ़ा रहे हैं। और बोलिए।
आप आकर।
ओके। ठीक है, यस, ये भी एक कारण है, ये भी एक कारण है। और कुछ बोलिए।
वो हमें बहुत प्यार करती है।
ओके, इसलिए हर दिन क्या करते हैं क्या? हर दिन हर समय
नहीं, हर वक्त जब भी आते हैं तो प्यार से पढ़ाते हैं।
वेरी गुड। इसलिए और बोलिए। और बाकी बैठिए।
बहुत अच्छी स्कूल में पढ़ता हूँ।
ओके, और स्कूल का कुछ विशेषण बोलिए।
यस, स्कूल की विशेषता।
मेरा स्कूल बहुत अच्छा है।
ओके,
मैं मेरे स्कूल को बहुत प्यार करता हूँ।
और स्कूल का विशेषता क्या है?
ये स्कूल बहुत अच्छे से
ठीक है,
पढ़ाती है।
पढ़ाने में बहुत अच्छा है।
जो मेरे पहले स्कूल से ये स्कूल बहुत अच्छा है।
ओके, और कुछ स्पेसिफिक रीजंस बोलिए। हाँ, ठीक है। और वो चीजें दिखाकर, ओके, ये बहुत मुख्य है। चीजें दिखाकर पढ़ाते हैं ना। ओके, ये चीज बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। ठीक, ओके, बाय बाय, ऑल द बेस्ट, ऑल द बेस्ट। This is which class?
English class.
Okay, you're all fine?
Yes, sir.
You're happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. What's your good name? Okay, right. Nice. So you're all enjoying your classes?
Yes, sir.
That's nice.
Morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
Oh, please be seated.
Class 3.
Right. Do you read? Do you write?
Yes, sir.
Madam, you want to see the class or?
Do we go around the class? You can have an interactive session. I'll just go around.
Yeah. That's right. Okay. So what do you intend teaching today? Which one? Riddle song. Okay. Just give a small introduction. Yeah. Just give an introduction. Okay.
The poet is Sarojini Naidu, a famous Indian poet. She was also known as few famous poems are apostrophe E-R, there is a letter missing. What is it?
D.
It's a contraction. Okay. Can anyone please tell me few contractions there? Yes, Riddhi? Okay. Okay, good. Upward the lotus tree, I bring for you agate with dew, a little lovely dream. As it is a lullaby, your mother is including all beautiful things from the nature, and she is putting in her lullaby and she is singing for her child. Yeah? Upward. What do you mean by upward there? Yes, Sridhar.
Upward means an old way of saying across.
The old way of saying across. Upward is across. And soon, if you can see two lines from groves of spice over field of rice. She is speaking about an Indian village where you can see a garden of spice and a field of rice. Next line, upward the lotus. Then she has to include the lotus stream. She'll come across the lotus stream and the dew.
Okay, children, please be seated. Please be seated. Okay, I will just write something. Okay, one of you should tell me what it is. Will you? Will you? It's okay. Who will try? Let me see. The hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. The hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. And anyone try? Just try. Try. Which is the hand? Mother's
Wonderful.
hand. Okay. So mother's hand rocks the cradle, and it's a mother's hand which? Got it? Yes.
The mother's hand is shaking the cradle and making the baby sleep. The hand is called rocking hand.
Okay.
The mother puts the child to sleep and adds beautiful things to make the child get a love.
Good.
The hand that rocks, the mother's hand which rocks the cradle is the hand that rules.
What does it mean? Okay. So it's a mother. Yeah, please.
The mother's hand that shakes the cradle is the hand that rules the world.
Which means?
Which means it.
Anyone else? Yeah, you already gave. We gave you a chance.
The hand of the mother is shaking of the cradle.
That's true. But how does a mother rule the world? Of course, she's. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ultimately, it is the babies which rule the world, you know. Whether it's an Abraham Lincoln or whether it's our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, or anyone. Am I right? Or whether it could be a teacher. The baby which is rocked by mother is the same baby whom the mother trains to be a future leader. Am I right?
Yes,
So the hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. Your mom is your first teacher. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. So that's the meaning of this. All the great leaders, you talk to them, they have a special love for their mom. Okay? And they say, this is because of my mom that I'm what I'm doing. Right? So always remember your mom. Okay?
Women empowerment.
Good.
Chart on it. We had a speaking activity on it.
Yes. So will you remember this? Will you remember this? These lines? Labs will finish.
Yes.
bring them very often?
Every chapter we come for, depending on the length of the chapter. Either before the chapter begins or between, sometimes as a recap we bring them there.
Oh.
But every chapter has an activity which we can do with them.
Okay.
The furniture will be arranged in the seating manner like this because the exhibition is kept to this.
Very good. Good. And most of these materials are available, I know.
Yes, sir. All are ready-made only.
Ready-made. That's about these materials you can prepare also.
Yes, some of them particularly one also are there in the market, which are
You are placing that on this. Yes. Your function. Good. Right. What's the next lab that you show us? You just quick glance. A lightning visit. Okay. You have an orchestra?
So you have a little band.
Drums and kids also they also bring their own.
She's a regular staff? Are you- She's a part-time staff. How often do you come in the week?
Twice a week.
Twice in a week. Okay. And you teach, you don't teach any Indian classical or you teach Hindustani,
Yes.
Carnatic?
I'm basically from North, so I teach Indian class.
Not the Carnatic ones. Right. And introduce them to some Indian music also. Yeah, ladies. Right? Okay, fine.
Instruments is what they bring on their own. Violin, what the smoke
Guitar,
provides.
tambourine,
Okay.
and flute.
Now you can see the books, I will see the records. Okay. Yeah. You will just show me the records. Your accession is, you come to me, sit here. Bring all the records. How many books you have?
వైడ్ మనీ
Class dynamic and kids come to their own books and
They have the notebooks to there, they are making some book, they can keep where to get books and use the lesson about the class, like their own books.
the teachers' corner is
question will they read? Ready? You have books, distribution, issue cards. Issue cards are usually issue cards. Let's show these ones. How many books are there entitled?
They are 50 ones.
And they read?
Yes.
They read?
Yes. And very next week they have Civics.
Do you celebrate the National Book? Yeah, National Book Week.
Yes.
Anyway, promote reading habits, ma'am. It's your responsibility. Okay? And children should read. They, okay. Right. Can you show some samples about your work? Only one. This one. You should say your works only will inspire the children.
No, sir. So we keep on these all made by annual day. But she was the
But if she happens to show
So
her
like-
work to the children,
No, so I keep do like whenever I start,
at least
So when I start like something, so I wanted to teach them glass painting. So this was when
this is what you did.
Yes, sir.
Good. Like this, see, finally it's a teacher who motivates and inspires. Children, especially the smaller ones, they get inspiration from you. Okay. So when you do it by yourself, or
I
have
know,
you
sir.
stop painting and stop.
No, actually,
often on such she keeps bringing her file. So whenever she does, she shows
anything
us
we have
first.
to start, then I
She
tell
will
them
bring her
this
to
is
take
what-
it down. That's she doesn't
Actually, mine
keep
I
it.
have not displayed for them.
No, you have explained. Once for a bring and show. So children know.
This is this is from paper. Actually, we mainly concentrate on best out of these. So this is all only the cardboard, and this is all the paper. This kind of thing. And we had annual day, so children themselves make the props. Like we help them. Like I just guide them how. So they keep the last what is the finishing touch and all. Then I help them in doing.
And also the assemblies that you know of areas where you can actually help them.
Yes.
Like
Ma'am,
this
like
one
today's
is-
props and also we do every assemblies with the props and we reuse them so according to that. So the backdrop and
All
the
yourself and the students into getting this.
And in a way, some you see, all cannot be an artist. Every child is not.
Yes, sir.
But there are few of them. You need to motivate them. Find out the artist in every child. Encourage. Okay. Good. All this is done by
This is all plastic glass and all.
All this is done
We
by
had-
children.
yes, sir. So these were used as the props.
And what I'm trying to tell you, see, not every child might be very good in academics. There might be few kids who are very good in art and craft.
So there are many.
See, like you, like you. So you should bring out that from the
Yes,
kids.
yes, sir.
Okay, and tell them that there is pride in it. There is value in it. There's beauty in it.
There's many children they are not good at drawing, but they sometimes
No, they may not be good. They may not be good in the subjects also. Not necessarily that everyone should be very good in subjects. Somehow we have the tendency to say that every
How
child.
to do good in maths.
Not necessarily.
But we forget that the child is doing very well in
Yeah, you should
Many
encourage,
children are there,
and you should encourage and reinforce this this quality in them.
So we actually always tell them that creativity is what will take you in the future also. Because nowadays
It is actually.
ideas.
So initially it used to be engineering or doctor, but now it's
Now everywhere it is creative.
creative fields are there. They have to be creative.
Very
Even
good.
teach them the
And
action.
once you teach creativity to the children, that's
So
enough.
we keep every class we tell them. Like sometimes who they get
They
bored,
get
this
distracted,
is
they
what is
want-
going to take you there after. So you have to really keep on imagining.
Good imagination. Right. Then what else do you have? But I thought you can still equip your biology lab. More. Right, ma'am?
We have charts.
Biology lab, you can, and even the children also. Ask the kids also to participate, And so all those things displayed in the lab. Display. So biology lab, you can think of.
Tables are very nice, very nice for students to stand.
Tables are good.
In storage space also, I mean, very good there. Yes. Probably, I think every class has actually partly table.
Yes, ma'am.
Space, a lot of space. The infrastructure is good.
Definitely, ma'am. We are getting a lot of
Physics one. So physics is something which you have to you need physics. But chemistry physics or basic physics. Where did you do your physics?
I did from
Calcutta. Okay, you're from Calcutta. Okay, so physics is something which is very sometimes it goes above your head. So how do you make it?
So I just like to use manipulatives and make them visualize things. Similarly, the mathematics chapter also. If I just give them it attracts, they will not follow. When I say repel, I give them to magnets and they actually feel the repulsive force, they know it's repulsion. And it's like that,
So I was in Assam, so I can follow Bengali also. Because Bengali and Assamese, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's Bengali and Assamese is similar.
They're more literature people.
Literature people and the language is quite similar. So I can Orissa also. All those three, from Orissa it starts. Orissa, I think Bengal and Assam. There's a lot of link. I can follow. I was there for 5 years. Good.
even the food there is very good.
Yeah, very simple and I've got a lot of Bengali friends. And one more thing, I just thought, one small suggestion, if you don't mind. I thought your class could have been a little more. That's it. That part you can. Always try to question and bring out knowledge. But you had otherwise you had done well concepts, things. But you have to make it more practical, get things out. That one part.
But at BSc level, I have my biology, zoology,
But I think when you upgrade your school, you need to have your own biology teacher.
Yes.
Until now, just not on biology teacher. Because a chemistry person cannot do justice to biology. Okay. So, where are you from? You're from?
No, sir, I'm from Pune.
You're from Pune?
Yes.
You're a Maharashtrian?
No, sir, I'm Punjabi.
Punjabi.
I'm Sikh.
Right.
But all my education is from Pune, sir.
Pune. That's nice. Good.
We have a lot of chemicals and we have
Running laboratories, so
yes, so
you explained and
I have displayed all, but usually we
you give the children in groups like
Because right class, so that you upgrade, you need
Yes, sir.
PGDs.
That's what's right.
Ma'am, we'll just talk about Just, ma'am, you also can come and join our staff. Kannada class can Kannada hoಗ್ಬೇಕು.
Sir, I just informed Kannada class together.
And the restrooms are there on every floor?
Just
And
children, please be seated. Children, when you get up every day, when you get up early in the morning, what is your, when you go to washroom, what is your first requirement? Tell me.
What do you want? Running water from that. Okay. Then you get ready, and when you take bath, that time what do you want? Hot water. If it is cold season, winter season, then when you need cold water. So for that, geyser. And geyser run by what? What do you use? Electricity. So two means: water, running water from tap, and electricity. Then you get ready and start for the school. Okay. When you come by school bus in the road, that time you see on the road also traffic. Somewhere it's a police is maintaining the traffic. The roads are teach road. Okay. So roads are also. So these are our common. In our day-to-day life, we need these things. So could you please tell me, who will take care in Bangalore, in city Bangalore, where we live? Who will take care of these matters? Who will take care? Yes.
The municipal corporation takes place and they are managed by the government.
Okay, very good. So Shruti said that municipality, they take care of these things, and which is managed by the government. So we got the word government. So today our topic is government, but we will go in detail. Now tell me, what do you mean by government? What is government? Yes, anyone? Yes, Shreya?
Government is a body which has elected representatives who are elected by the common people by satisfying their needs.
What exactly they do? If I will say that just now I told about our daily needs. These are our basic needs. So what government do? If we will relate that needs and government?
The government takes care of the proper functioning and the needs of the common people.
Very good. So government is the body who take care. Okay, who take care common needs. Only they take care common needs, or what else they take care of? Yes. Law. So that means government makes law also. Government is the body who make the law, who take care of the common needs of the people. But it is not definitely how Shruti said. It is not. It's a particular form of the government. So in a country which is vast country, a particular country, there are divisions of the government. Okay, these are state government, central government for central, state government who will take care of the other state, and in particular state there are local self-government. So these are the three divisions of the government. Could you please tell me that why this three divisions of government is required? If it is only central government, okay, and that now who is the government? Which political party? BJP made the government. So like tell me that if only central government is there in the central, what is the problem to? Is there any problem to rule or to administrate the entire country? Yes, Arushi.
Ma'am, the central government, it can't take care of each and every city and each and every village and town, ma'am. So for that one, we have smaller divisions of the government.
Right, very good. So it is not possible for one single body to take care of the entire things. Vast country like India or many other country also, examples are there. That is why there are three levels of the government: that central government, state government, and that in particular village or particular city or town there are local self-government. So you all understood the concept of government, but when when the state formed, okay, when the society forms in the world, there are different kinds of the government, different types of the government were there. So few governments name I have written on the board. So these are monarchy, oligarchy, theocracy, dictatorship, and democracy. These are the
form of government. A few people, usually it's the rich people, shall rule the country.
Could you please give me an example? Yes.
Not like when popes like that.
So here one thing among myths. What among myths? What key word among myths? Religious. Okay. On the religious perspective, when the particular body rule at state, then it is called oligarchic form of government. Okay, what is oligarchy then? Few people rule. Give me one example.
Not like when Rome was ruled by.
Ancient Rome was ruled by.
Like the patricians who
Yes.
were the rich and.
Yes. Okay. And what is dictatorship? Tell me. What form of government is dictatorship form of government? Give me an example.
Ma'am, when Iraq was when Germany was under the rule of Hitler.
Why we call this as a dictatorship? But because Hitler ruled, Hitler governed.
सुप्रभातं भवतां परिचयं दास्यामि. सो भवन्तः तव परिचयं यच्छन्तु. अस्तु, अहं षण्मुखेन आरभामि. षण्मुख तिष्ठतु. भवतः नाम किं? कथं भवान् वक्तव्यं? कः वदति? यस्, ओके, हा.
मम नाम यशः.
वेरी गुड. पुनः एकवारं वदतु. मम नाम यशः. भवान् वदतु. मम नाम वेरी गुड. प्रणव तदेव भवान् वदतु.
मम नाम प्रणवः.
वेरी गुड. अनुली.
मम नाम अनुली.
वेरी गुड. अस्तु, बहु उत्तमं. सौमिलः उत्तिष्ठतु. सौमिल, भवान् कस्मिन् विद्यालये पठति?
NPS.
You are getting this question? Are you getting this question? What is the meaning of this question?
Which school you study?
Yes, very good. अस्तु, हाँ, उपविशतु. अधुना कः वदति? भवान् कस्मिन् विद्यालये पठति? उत्तिष्ठतु, उत्तिष्ठतु. अहं NPS नाम विद्यालये पठामि. वेरी गुड. उपविशतु. अस्तु, अधुना अनुली, भवत्याः ग्रामं किं? ग्रामस्य नामं किं? You are getting this question? Are you getting? Who is getting? Yashik, yes.
Yes, sir. Tamil Nadu.
What is the meaning of this question?
Sir, like, what is your place name?
Yeah, very good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
And we are from 6th standard, and today we are going to talk about technical IT club. So it's not only 6th standard we are making about. 6th standard and 7th standard are learning the basics. And the 8th standard we are also doing it with our seniors. 8th standard who has experience.
And usually limited knowledge is given in our computer textbook. So to make it further more clear and to expand it more, our computer teacher Ms. Gurpreet ma'am helps us with the IT club. So today we are going to talk about few computer software. The first one is the PowerPoint. We've been
No, don't talk about. Show me. Show it. Why we need to talk about it? Show it to us.
So you go and talk.
The information is on the club.
So the first one is our Swachh Bharat. It is the Swachh Bharat mission.
Ma'am, you also go and just go and stand so that the photo part is also okay. As far as not beyond. Oh, you are there.
15 to 16, we have made Swachh Bharat in our computer lab, and the students of 6th, 7th and 8th have made many PPTs on Swachh Bharat, which has implemented by our Honorable Mr. Narendra Modi. And it is, the main thing is that Swachh Bharat means cleaning and keeping our society clean.
And Swachh Bharat improves the quality of our environment, and we NPS I think that Swachh Bharat is very needed for our environment to protect lives and to
to keep ourselves clean, so we have made PPTs on Swachh Bharat.
The next one is
So what do you do in Swachh Bharat?
Swachh Bharat, we not only make PPTs, we practically we also follow the mission, and we
Like what cleaning initiatives you have undertaken?
like the initiatives are like for cleaning our society, like proper maintenance of our school, our classrooms.
No,
our
have you been involved in cleaning?
Yes, sir.
You all did some cleaning work?
Yes, sir.
Like what? Your classrooms?
Like
Have you ever cleaned? Have you ever dusted your classrooms, cleaned your classrooms?
Yes, sir. We do it every day to keep our classroom clean.
You do it.
sir, and even if we find some normal newspaper or some other waste things in our classroom, we just pick it up and we throw it. So
What's your name?
MJ.
Jaypriti.
Yash, sir. Yash.
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 Yashak.
Yashik.
Yashak. It's a new name.
Also doing waste segregation.
And the next one
Come.
is so the next one is Scratch. It's a program based on making games. Like in Delhi from 2015 to 2017, there's a company known as Belta where they make 120 games in an hour using the program known as Scratch.
Have you ever tried?
Yes, sir, I have made a new game. Like
You have made a new game. Really? Hmm.
What is the name of it? What kind of
it's similar to this Mac program.
Hmm. Okay. Do you have it to show to us? No.
It's in my PC, sir. I had my
How were you inspired to make your own?
So like when I sit in computer, I see many Scratch products. When I open it and see, then I'll see many games. Because of that.
You have tried something new on your own?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet.
Because I've been concentrating on other things like HTML. HTML was one subject which really inspired me, so I was going through the internet for more information on HTML and I did that.
So can you update me?
Yes, sir. The person who invented www or the World Wide Web was John Tim Berners-Lee. He invented this on 1989, and he worked in CERN or the Europe Organization for Nuclear Research. And whenever we face some problems, we feel that we cannot solve it or we have to live with it. But CERN team did not think like that. So because of this different thought process, his different thought process has helped us widely because he invented the www. And he also used JavaScript and the CSS or the cascading style sheets. The cascading style sheets actually include a presentation of the text documents. We were actually learning this chapter called Internet, a Global Network in our computer textbook. So I was inspired by it very much. So I just wanted to Google about it.
Good.
Actually, sir, HTML is a portion which comes in the 8th grade hypertext marked language. But what the children have learnt is during the club period, and they are very much, generally it comes.
How do you
most of the
organize club activities? Once in a week or?
So once in a week.
Once in a week.
Tuesdays.
So when do you find time for that?
Sir, it's the last period we have a slotted period for clubs. So during that.
So all the things are divided into clubs?
They are divided.
All the things?
Entire school.
Entire school.
But what we have done something special this year. Like we slotted particular time and we focused on those clubs and we gave an opportunity to across the classes for the teachers to make them learn something beyond the club activity. There's one platform of club activity, like for example IT club. With the club they went beyond and they had an interdisciplinary unit club with a library and they have started a library software. And the children are learning how to develop the library software. That is one.
This is a startup venture which we have undertaken this year. So children, sir, if you can move to the last slides.
And another very nice thing, ma'am, which Ms. Gurpreet is doing with the children, I think all the ones who have this extra capacity, extremely gadget friendly. So they are going on
Yeah, like we have some children, you know, in grade 6 who are very good at programming. So, I mean, that's a programming of what grade 2 level children generally do in the computer, in their computer. So they know it.
They do their own program.
Yes. Sitting here, we have one such child who can, you know, just sitting there and he can just capture the whole system of, you know, with the IP address here. So, you know, we have that kind of children too. So, this is how it triggered me, you know, that I should channelize their energy into something productive. Now, if we go to the market, you know, normal.
How did you just say to it? Did you, that kid, you know, you said that.
Sir, initially I knew from the last year that he's interested in programming. Just that when I referred to him few websites to be visited, few books, I have also kept some books for them, the college level books. So when he went through that, he became even more confident and now he knows how to channel.
How is he good? Is he good in all the other subjects?
Yes, but he's not that brilliant as I would consider him to be in computer science.
Computer science
is too brilliant.
Is too brilliant. So you should encourage him.
Yes. And I'm sure he will become some developer.
Really? Ask him to meet us.
Sure.
Should love to see such kids.
Ms. Gurpreet, you have some number of children who have made their own games.
And especially kids who are very creative. Who are having new ideas, not necessarily only in operating.
No, in every field, they want their platform.
So that's how we started the library.
Really want their levels. So we have
We want to meet around 5-6 weeks. Really girls washroom is it? Girls washroom.
No problem, this is fine.
Quite hot, is it?
Yes, sir.
What is this club? Literary club. This where these things are penned by kids or what? Is it creative one? Oh, this is Lucy Garrix. This is Lucy Garrix. This club, literary club. Okay. If there is anything,
they read beyond the text. And one thing that has helped is in their Olympiads. The little ones are growing up to very well-versed in language. And those questions are all out of the box, sir. And that's how we have attained this international and state rank 1. Class 1 to 20. So we have a collection of poems also displayed in the first one by the children themselves. It was their work. The assembly was organized.
no, I think now it's enough. Show us your PT room.
Come inside.
Come inside.
Come inside. Take one wash.
And cover the mirror when you see.
Please chair. That's the chair. Okay. Yes, madam.
I just have a bite of something.
No.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
No, that hand, that hand.
That's okay. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Okay, children, bye.
Say bye, children. Very good. Excellent.
Really, actually, that's it. Okay. Congratulations. Maybe you can meet the staff here also.
We can do that.
You meet the staff here?
We meet the staff.
Yeah, we'll meet the staff.
Lawn tennis is
That's not part of the school, no?
not lawn tennis is not.
Which one?
Lawn tennis and volleyball. This quadrant of the green area.
We want to see field which is exclusively only for schools.
Yeah. So this is our whose is good. We are using the football also.
Football you can't play.
But we are for juniors we are using.
How can you play?
Yes, sir.
You can't play. Only par hand.
And
And you don't have volleyball.
that's not it. Lawn tennis is not.
What are your challenges, ma'am? Can you tell us what challenges you face handling this case?
Yeah, they are coming from because they are coming at the age of 2.5 onwards, 2.8 and all. So the first day they are seeing the new environment. They cry in the morning. Coming inside the classroom when they are seeing different materials we are displaying. So when they are getting the beads, the puzzles, different things when they are seeing, and they just
Enjoy.
enjoy it like anything. Then they have the rhyme session, and now this is the circle time when we discuss some topics, storytelling, rhymes, we discuss all these things, then interaction between them. So we have 3 levels. So Montessori
And
methods.
they understand English?
Yes.
Speak?
They speak.
The freshers actually when they come from different backgrounds, and some are Tamilians and all that, but they pick up very fast.
Because we don't speak in any other language.
That's the best way to get to them.
Yes. And
Even they learn the language.
yes. So we don't even if we know their mother tongue also,
Better
we
never
never
to speak to them.
communicate with them in that. Because we want them to
Learn English.
learn English. Because ultimately that is different.
Because you're handholding them to the next class.
Yes.
They should be prepared when they get to class.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you, sir. And
Children, all the best.
All of you had a break? Already on leave?
see, stand up. Stand up. See, what did you eat? No, one by one. Tulita, stand up. What did you eat? Say.
Oh, okay, okay. Vegetarian.
Diksha, what did you eat?
Oh.
No, but what did you eat?
What did you
Every
eat?
time,
Veg
today.
what you ate? Chapati you ate? Idli you
What did you eat?
Dosa.
Oh, there comes everything together.
Fine, fine.
Yeah, Samriddhi.
What's this? 5 0?
Yes, sir.
5 0 for each child.
Yes, sir.
send those worksheets.
To the parents.
Yeah, which they are supposed to do.
We just
And
worksheets and all.
Yeah, just to help them. So that, and one more thing, to keep them get the hang of what it is to be a part of the nursery section, to get them to start working.
Yes,
They should be learning.
yes. Actually, yes, you can have a look of our things like English as well as the maths, because we are teaching them units and chains. Yeah, we are teaching them units and chains concept, and then we have the 1000 as well as 100 also. Hundreds. We do it for the change here. This is 1000. So we are teaching them all this.
where did you get your training from?
This is from Calcutta, I think so.
Calcutta. You're from Calcutta.
It's long before 98 I did.
Okay.
So we have this. This is for the tracing. We are giving it for the freshers. This tracing they are doing. And then asking them related words from the coming words to prepare them for this. Yes. They are making the small words like math for the freshers. When they go to the junior and senior level, will read those passages. They will start doing the addition and the subtraction because they are getting ready for the next level.
Good. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, bye children.
Say bye. Thank you.
Yes. Indoor games also. Very nice.
It is not the way to write a stop register. You have to write page wise. You see, volleyball net. So this is not a stop register here.
Individually.
No, you have to write individually. Madam, just not all.
I'm writing.
Stock registers. Ball, no, real. That's what we will not understand now. See, you must write page wise. For each item you have to put one page. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. What are your
Near the clinic.
Just you did that.
Yes.
And what is your specialization?
Football center.
You are a footballer?
Yes, sir.
But you don't have a football game. You teach them. So in football,
I'm teaching now as the
No. In your football, no. Which position do you play?
defenders.
You are a defender.
In the defense.
So have you represented, have you played
Yes.
university?
Yes. Form 3.
Which
All India International Tournaments.
you participate?
Yes, sir.
Where?
Like in 1 year.
You participate?
Yes, sir. 2006 I participated in 1 year. Yes.
Fine.
Sir, our lawn tennis coach, sir.
Who's the lawn tennis
Sir.
coach? Okay. She's not interested in So she is one regular PT.
She's a regular paid, then we have several coaches. With the lawn tennis team. They are coaching for
How many are
session.
interested?
Almost like 144.
But how do you engage 144 students? When do you find time? When? Evenings?
Afternoon, we have club class.
How is that possible? Because you have club activities, you have this.
So we have Tuesdays club activity once a week. Once a week.
This is
Taekwondo.
Martial arts.
Taekwondo.
Martial arts, taekwondo.
both of you.
Yeah, both of us.
How many students are trained? You train?
So we have the first to seventh. It's everybody is
Was it compulsory?
Compulsory.
Taekwondo is compulsory, lawn tennis is optional.
Optional.
Lawn tennis is only selected children.
But, okay. How do you ensure that every child is playing?
There are different children which needs to
Okay.
groups that are setting.
How is it? Who will monitor them?
So I'll be.
Say someone is playing volleyball,
Yes.
one is playing another game. So how will you monitor them?
So if one is playing in volleyball, I will be standing for the 15 minutes. Then I'll have to play for the proper rules. Then I'll be the captain of the group.
When do you do this?
During the group practice.
One PE class and
Is it possible? Practical? Yeah,
So we have organized it this. Like so, for example, the children who have selected lawn tennis have gone for lawn tennis. So they have a team actually.
Actually, I go for when class 4 and 5 is playing, I go to just follow. So we have some teachers
Support
also.
teachers are
Support teachers. So it's not only who she is, so we also go. So I go for class 4 and I go for class 5.
day schedule will become very difficult and at this age when she's trying to teach everybody, we have one full-time staff.
That's why I will already do it. One full-time staff is required. Two is required.
They are more than one. Lawn tennis, 3 or 8 coaches. Again, it's not a day for us.
Coaching, see, that is separate special. See, thing is, we want that is child is interested in a particular game and they want to specialize on it. That's fine. That's their special interest. But this is meant for their physical fitness. So every child has to be physically fit. They have to play something. So that is.
Actually, for that also we have put taekwondo compulsory for all the classes. It's every child.
And plus also
Participate in inter-school activities.
Can you please talk about the
represent them outside?
What is in the state level competition? And we got around the 10th positions out of 160 schools. Good. It was a good achievement.
That's
and,
good.
When was it held recently?
And two children got selected in national level and they got gold medal. The two girls.
our school has represented Karnataka.
Please
name the child also.
Vaish Patwas.
Vaish Patwas.
In the month of September.
When?
She's participating September in Mangla English Stadium. Okay.
And we had 2 representations from our school, one in Goa, one in Delhi. Please talk about it.
Yeah, one girl called Vaishi was selected for the South Asian. The 7 countries took part.
Okay.
And she got medal and she was selected to national level. Recently it was held in Delhi and she got gold medal and she got selected to Asian Championship. She's representing India.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. So you encourage. See, our idea is wherever they are interested, you encourage them.
Yeah.
But our concern is that every child, that is where your role comes. They may not, all of them may not become professional sportsmen or no, that is not what we want. In the school, every child needs to play some game or other. Okay? So that they are physically fit first. That's it. What the class is usually done in your school? Feel free. Don't worry about your ma'am, your teachers. Yeah, come. Usually, what is the norm of the day? How it is done?
Please speak very interactively
Yeah.
and very confidently to say, okay?
How it is done? Yeah.
Teacher usually explains the concept from the book and then we do questions on it and we get homework and revise.
Okay.
And they also relate stories with the lessons done.
Okay, then
Group discussion.
Like they also
you have group discussions.
Yes, like sometimes
Activities.
teachers share their real life experience like our stuff.
Good. Very nice. Then
Peer teaching.
peer teaching. What is peer teaching?
Like in maths.
Like if you have a doubt,
One of you.
We approach
our friends.
We approach our classmates.
Like even sometimes peer correction is done.
Okay. Okay. Then what about your assignments, your project?
Yes, sir. We get regular projects.
And group project.
Okay. Right. Then how many of you write creative writing? Creative, only writing. I'm talking about either it could be in your mother tongue or English, whatever it is. How many of you write creatively?
Singing, composing,
Poems. Yeah.
poems, yeah.
All of us do it.
All of us do it.
All of you do it?
Yes,
We
sir.
get activities.
That's our job.
Okay. Anyone can recite a poem which you have composed recently?
Recently, a poem
At least few
on-
lines. Yeah. But it must be on your own.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Don't remember. Anyone
Just
remembers?
a few lines also, not the whole poem. Just a few lines that you've written.
No, but it's your own line, no? So you should have
Your own line.
fallen in love with your lines. You forgot? You forgot?
Story writing?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Definitely.
What topic? Tell us the topic.
We can really keep doing it for many
We have
topics.
one.
Yeah, base.
We had
How
one.
many of you have the habit of writing journals every day? Journaling. Means you record your experiences, your thoughts.
Diary writing, yeah.
It's not necessarily diary. Of course,
The
it's something
day's
like a diary.
experience.
The day's events, which is, you don't record everything, but there are few things which is really,
Once in a week.
you do it. You do it, you maintain. Okay. Journaling is very important. All of you need to develop that practice of journaling. Okay. And okay, so creative writing you said. Someone said there's a programmer here. Who's that? Your teacher?
Sorry.
Someone said this programmer, man. 7th class student or something.
No, this is class 8.
Class 8. What about the library facilities? Are you happy?
Yes.
You want more books?
Sir, we have enough.
Yes, we have enough.
Don't you want more books?
Yeah.
Don't you want more books? Huh? No?
So we
are happy?
We have enough.
You have enough?
Yes.
And those books, what are lying there, are you using them?
Yes, sir. We have a very
Sure.
good collection.
Yes.
Okay. You are reading?
Yes.
How often you read?
Like
Weekly once.
Once in a week you read.
Oh, I guess you should do some reading every day.
No, only library reading.
Okay, back home to do some
We have like
There are activities that you get to do at the sessions. Do you do it here at school or do you do?
Some.
What names some that you do at
Ma'am,
school?
like chart making and then
Group activities.
Ma'am, role plays and
How often do you get to do this?
ma'am, like every
After every chapter or something.
Ma'am, every like FAS
When
we
you have
have one
FAs.
group project.
Yes. Now coming on to your assessments, your formatives, do you write a complete pen paper test?
No, ma'am. We have activities.
You do have activities. What kind of activities do you do?
It's according to chapter. We do
Ma'am, we'll have research work and like if it's English, we'll have role debates.
What do you find more interesting?
both of
Would you like the book reading more or would you like the activities?
Activities. You like the activities?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Okay.
And your creativity corner, who's here? What exactly are you looking at? Any one of you to tell me something about yourself? You're coming into a nice grade already. It's class 8, no? You're getting into class 9. Anyone with any particular interest, particular subject? Anyone? You're still thinking on...
Anyone has already decided what you
Like
want to
to see-
become in life in future? Is there anyone who has already decided, I want to become a physicist, I want to become a scientist,
Oh, good.
Yeah, I would like to become a marine biologist.
marine biologist? Wonderful, great. Yes, like that,
Different
like
and
that.
nice.
I would like to become a cardiologist.
Cardiologist. Which cardiologist has inspired you?
Not exactly.
Who's that famous cardiologist of our country?
So, I don't
Name one cardiologist. Come on.
One neighbor.
And he is from Karnataka.
Yes, one neighbor.
Hmm?
Devi Shetty.
Yes, Devi Shetty.
Yes.
And Devi Shetty was inspired when he was in 8th standard. When he was in 8th standard, a science teacher came and spoke about art to him in the class, and that day he decided. That's why I'm asking you. And now he is a great
But actually, I
cardiologist.
have interest in biology also.
Okay, fine. Okay, then anybody else? Good. Cardiologist or marine biologist. Then
Sir, I would like to go in aeronautics.
aeronautics. Statistician.
Something different.
How come?
Amazing.
How come? Where did you get this interest from?
Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
Amazing.
Very good.
Class teacher is a maths teacher.
Okay. Statistician. Okay. Then, what about you?
Someone said something here.
Not yet decided. If you're not decided, it's fine. It's okay.
Confused. I have many things.
What confused between what?
I have many things.
Like
I
tell
have
me.
interest in many things.
Tell us what it is.
I have interest in music. I have interest in photography. Sometimes I am really interested in science. So it's like a total confusion right now.
So, but music can become your hobby. You can be. I mean, music. Even our President Abdul Kalam, he used to play. He used to play on the.
Saraswati.
Yeah. So you can have it always as a thing. You can maybe perhaps choose science and still be a musician. You can choose science and still be a literarian. You can still be a poet. That's not a problem. Okay. Good. So decide. Or if you want to be a musician like A.R. Rahman, no one.
Why not?
Why not?
Absolutely dabble, you'll never know
Okay.
again.
But one thing is very important. You have to focus.
Yeah.
You have to decide what you want to do, what you need to do in life. Okay? Yeah.
So this class has wonderful football players and wonderful theatre persons also. They are wonderful on the stage.
That's nice.
I guess
Dancing,
then you
acting.
should, Bangalore always has this event, ma'am, for the theatre festival.
Yes.
Deccan Herald hosts one every year. I guess by next year you should write your own script, do something on your own, absolutely creative, and put up a good show. I'm sure you all can. There's no harm, you can always start. And it's meant for all schools, so you should take that up seriously.
Any mathematician other than a statistician? Anyone wants to choose math, physics? Physics? Anyone is interested in veterinary science? This country is badly in need of veterinarians. Good, we don't have good vets today. Okay.
We don't have good hospitals too.
Yeah, you
Just
treat
have
them.
one.
If you are really an animal activist, you can take up. You heard about Madam Goodall, who spent 30 years with chimpanzees.
Yeah.
You heard about her? 30 years, her life was only with chimpanzees. So focus, okay? Select your stream which you would like to do, and focus on it, okay? So otherwise, you are happy in the school?
Yes, sir.
You want to get anything? Nothing. Happy, satisfied?
Yes, sir.
Good. All the best, all of you.
Thank you.
Do well.
Do well in life.
You're going to be the maiden batch of the school when you go on next to your 9th and then coming on to your 10th. Of course, you'll have some more adding on to you, but you would be the ones who've been across for a long time. So it's going to be really different. Give your best to the school which has given you so much. So give back something to your alma mater. Tomorrow when you leave, you carry beautiful memories of the school as well as all that you have learned, so that you can do something in life bigger, better and best.
And one more thing, to add on to what Madam has told even this morning, you are very privileged. You are very privileged. Okay, to get a school like this, an atmosphere like this. I told you about Arunachal. Did I tell you?
Yes.
Even today they are living in huts. And you know what? They were requesting. They were requesting.
Appointed in here. So that itself shows, and one thing certainly I'd like to tell you on this, you have a very big task with you. Give your best to the kids, and you have an advantage and a disadvantage. The advantages, of course, they come from homes where both the parents are very well educated and they already pre-inform the child is already interactive. Dining table sessions are more, so they come back with a lot of input themselves. So the challenge that lies with you is to go up one step higher to meet the needs of what the child is ready to ask you. So that is where you need to work on. But the other side is due respect to being a good teacher would be to give them the best that you have, give it a value-based touch to whatever you do, whichever subject. Don't forget, at the end of the day, when you sit on your rocking chair, it should be that, job well done. And you need to have that personal satisfaction. And one thing that any teacher should hold on to is commitment and dedication. It doesn't come easy. Many times we take a profession, just comes along and falls into place. I'm not talking about in general. What happens is 9 out of 10. It does happen that offhanded teaching comes in. Nobody generally takes it as a passion, and very rarely it happens. And I'll tell you, no matter what, you're all youngsters, many of you. So even if you started with burn in around 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, so down the line of your decade of teaching, you sort of get into the mold of what you are, and what you want to do, and what you like to do. It takes a good long period of time to get soaked into a fact of being a teacher. Certainly, you cannot think of the other side being a pasture always. Dedication and commitment to whatever you do, you will get your rewards. It will come to you. You don't go searching for it, it will come back to you. And the best reward that you get at the end of the day is when your child, whichever class he is in, as he keeps moving, and one fine day he's out and he does something for himself, and he comes back to you, you read about him, he keeps in touch with you. These days, thanks to all the social media network that we have, so we still have, or rather we keep in touch with them. So you'll feel very happy when you know that you have done something, that personal touch. And keep an aim in your life. In one academic year, I want to touch at least one child in your class. Whichever class that you go to, make sure you touch one child. And that one child that you touch, certainly you'll make a big difference, and you'll never know when, where, how the child is going to bloom or turn out to be something totally different. So make sure you have that bonding one-to-one. Now all that, you're a privileged teachers to work in an atmosphere where you have 30. We've all crossed scale where we used to have 70, we came down to 60. And with the 60, getting to know each and everyone, by name makes a big difference. By name and their characteristics, their background, all of this also matters. And I'll take a little time sometime probably after your lunch sessions. When you finish with your lunch and you come out, informal talks with the kids, you get to know their background also. And so they'll come to you. This is it, and this is how we did it, and the special child will come up with his own ideas and what he's lagging behind. The home front also plays a role. So this is where you do your counseling session at a day-to-day basis. That is one. And certainly since your kids, a national public school as such, it's a brand name. It's a brand name, and Dr. Gopalakrishnan has come in a very, very long way. And I've witnessed to see him grow. I was just sharing a few of them when he started his first school at Rajajinagar in Bangalore. I still remember how it started to where he is today, where he's become a brand name. Wonderful. And the entire family has got into the business of teaching. I wouldn't call it business, for them it's passion. And he meant business wherever he went. And the best in any school comes out from the faculty. So you are the backbone for the institution. So give your best. Handhold each other among yourselves. You have a wonderful principal. I'm sure you have a good coordinator and wonderful, very supportive management. And why I would say the supportive management is all the facilities that you have here. There is one thing that they've left it unturned. What I saw at the activity room, to your creativity corner, to your library literary club, to the Montessori classes, the math lab where your teacher was teaching, the activities, and to her math lab where when I walked in, to the other laboratories in every area. You are very privileged and blessed to have everything like this. Very rarely do teachers get it like this. We've always walked the hard path, always. But end of the day, it is a beautiful life, very well done. And I'm so glad all of you opted to be teachers. Continue to put in your best. And don't forget, you are the people who draw a smile on every face, every day. So keep that smile, and don't forget to keep it on you too, because until and unless you hold on to it and you draw that smile to each other among yourselves, I'm sure it will be a wonderful journey. Have a great time, enjoy yourselves, and many of you, I heard that it could be that you keep moving. So wherever you keep moving, please carry little beautiful memories of the school that you come from. So when you go, it should be like, okay, I bring memories from here, I bring ideas too from here. So many a time when you come into the school, probably some of you who come in here would have found something different from what we did in the previous school. So that's how you tend to grow and you learn too. And at the end of the day, you're a learner too along with the child. Both too. They have a lot to teach you these days. Gone are the days where we could do the thing and say that, you know, we sort of knew what we did and we said. Today we have umpteen challenges. They come to you with questions known, unknown, all well prepared, all with answers many a time, and they sort of baffle you at the moment when they catch you unawares. So that's the kind of a setup you're in. So be prepared every day for that. Certainly enjoy yourself, that's important. That's an important thing. Enjoy your profession, enjoy your vocation, so that at the end of the day you're happy with everything that happens. And a happy atmosphere is a place where there is a lot of growth. And give that to
You don't mind me sitting and talking?
Yes.
So, nice to meet all of you, and probably this is the first time I'm seeing so many ladies. See, ladies everywhere. Okay, fine. We are happy that, as ma'am said, all of you have, chose to become teachers. So it's a nice feeling to see good teachers around you. Nice. There was a little boy. Shy, very slow, not a very promising little fellow. His only interest and passion was sports. He was a good footballer, was very interested in athletics, never interested in books. In fact, he has never read books at all. Maybe until his 9th, 10th standard, this little fellow. And there were some questions in his life, some existential questions, okay, which was really bothering him. And he was in search of something. And the school branded him as a slow learner. School branded him as not a very promising child. Until a teacher comes in his life. So this teacher was like an angel, it was an angelic visitation. This teacher comes, she, as she said, builds a bond with the child, shows a lot of affection to the boy, and rest is history. And the boy decides to choose to become a teacher. Okay, the boy decides to become a teacher, and that's Mr. Prem Kumar. Right? So I was inspired by a teacher, and I decided that in my 10th standard I decided that I will not do anything else teach. So even when I was studying in Madras Christian College, it was known for producing a lot of IAS officers, like people like T.N. Seshan or Radha Krishnan, who studied in my school. And even my own batchmates, some of them are IAS and NPS officers even in Bangalore. I decided when I was in 10th standard that I will teach, and I will only teach, and I will passionately teach. Okay, it's all because of the teacher. And very recently, please, very recently, you know what I did? I called that teacher to Shimoga, the same teacher. I've been in constant touch with her for the past 30 years. It's a 30 years bonding. And I called her recently to Shimoga, and I gave the same kind of introduction. I never told anyone that my teacher was coming. And I stood there. She was a guest for my blessing ceremony. And I gave this introduction. She was in tears. She just hugged me. I just imagine if she wouldn't have touched my life, probably I would have become a misfit. So a teacher has a lot to do. Teacher has a lot to do. I'm a witness. I'm an evidence for this. That's why I love teaching. I love teachers. And I love to go and meet the children, and meet the teachers, talk to them, inspire them, right? So that has been my life's vision. Anyway, sorry for that personal thing which I gave you, but I thought sometimes a teacher needs motivation, okay? So when I talk today, students listen, the teachers also listen, they get motivated, and it's all because of teacher, right? Anyway, so I'm going to create inspiring moments for the children. Create inspiring moments for the children in the class. We don't know when that moment of inspiration can come to a child. And don't get discouraged. I know a teacher can get discouraged doing the same thing again and again and again. But I'm telling you, when that inspiring moment will come for a child, for you, we don't know. So go on inspiring. See how you can inspire. What a teacher needs to do is to inspire kids. So do everything that is possible in new information, creativity. I saw all this in your classrooms. But please go on doing it. Go on doing it. Nurture their creativity. Madam was telling me, your principal was telling me, ma'am, we give a lot of importance for creativity. Creativity is the need of the hour. Ideas are the currency of the 21st century. Okay? It's not knowledge. Everyone has knowledge. At the press of the mouse, you have knowledge. Anyone has knowledge today. But knowledge is not what is enough. You have to go beyond knowledge. So what is beyond knowledge? Imagination. Channelize the creative energy of the children and think of new things, out-of-box thinking a teacher has to do. Sometimes you cannot find it in resource books or anywhere. You have to create a good project. Am I right? a very interesting class, a very interesting activity. I'm happy that all this you have, but please see that, put your energy into it, and don't stop learning. Another mistake that teachers do is they stop learning the moment they become teachers. Okay, and children will evaluate you. Children, they assess you. They know who you are. Whether you are giving them wholesome, fresh food or stale food. Am I right? They know it. They know it. The same examples. If maybe you are teaching the same thing, but still bring in a freshness to it. Make it important. And then questioning. Very important skill for a teacher. Very important to keep your children with you in the class. Okay? To elicit responses from the kids. Questioning is a very important skill, and teachers need to work on it. You need to work on it. At least you must have 10, 15, 20 questions prepared, planned, shoot questions. Children are alert. At the same time, it makes them do. It makes them think. You should make your children very alert and active in the class by questioning. Ask them questions. And I'm so happy that many of you, of course, 20 students you have in a class, you know their names. So happy to know that you know their names. Okay? You're not calling, hey, no. You're calling them a name. Every child has got a good name. Call them by their name. And the child connects with you. Have that, that bonding with the child. It's very important. So questioning is one skill which you need to improve. And all of you are doing activity-based teaching. Go ahead with it. That's very important. Children were telling me that's one thing they like about the school. And there's another thing which they like about the school is the teachers are very loving. But then let there be a nicety about it. So that's it. If you have to tell anything about your condition here, how you're working, your working conditions, you're happy with your scales, please be a condition. In case we are not coming to find fault, but we want our teachers to be happy. Unless the teacher is happy, I'm sure it matters a little, this infrastructure, it creates some kind of an ambience, but finally, who matters? Finally, who matters for a child? This is one thing. You just imagine this infrastructure minus good teachers like it. This will go, I shouldn't use those words, but it will crumble. It will just, in a few months, the whole thing will crumble up. It is that you talk to us personally, we are available. At least one or two of you can speak about how it is, how life is, whether you are happy. Feel free to speak, and we will not disclose your names.
We don't know your names.
We don't know your names, we don't want to disclose anything.
And I can off the video.
Off the video.
Civics.